that. Hit play. Hit play. What's going on,
Oh,
everybody? Welcome to Derby City Sports Review Show. Yours truly, Will I am in the building with Will. Will is in the building. What's going on, Don? How you doing?
what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm alright. Just chilling.
I know
Restful
that's
day.
right.
Doing a
Must be
little,
nice. How's
yeah, just
vacation
doing a little
going?
something around the All right, just doing a little something around the house. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and not a lot of that. So, yeah, you
Yeah, sounds good. It sounds real good.
know.
I gotta get you together, man. I got you going through the scenes and stuff, bro. Like I'm trying to figure out. You kind of
Oh,
spooking me out, man. I'm trying to get you together. There you go.
yeah, I
There we
seen
go.
that right there.
There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just bleed. Nah, you just fading in, man. It's all good. We just got you
Yeah.
just rocking and rolling, man. We got you in there somehow. St. Matthews is trying to stand out in front of you. So I
Okay. Right.
don't know.
I see the Shawnee,
Yeah, yeah,
look at the
yeah, yeah, all
Shawnee
that good
right
stuff.
there.
But when
You
you
know,
go over to the Matthews, it's just on, it stays right there with you. They're trying to say something.
okay.
You must really go a lot to St. Matthews that is trying to stay with you. You
Well,
might be,
actually,
yeah.
mm, yeah,
So
I do. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So maybe that's the
Yeah.
reason why it's kind of
Oh,
like
I see
this.
it just like, yes.
It's trying to stay with you no matter. It's trying to
Right.
cover the cardinal. So I don't know. You might want to do your camera like tilted up just a little tad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you want people. There you go. It's on there, but
Go.
it's all right. It's all
Right.
right.
Might as
Hope,
well say St. Matthews be does, but I ain't pubbing them though. But I ain't
right,
pubbing.
right. You just did.
Right.
That's all right. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. I was about to say Wednesday, maybe because I wish it was Wednesday already. But hope everybody enjoyed their day. Taco Tuesday, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of other hashtags that I can't say on the show. So please enjoy your day. I hope it hasn't. I mean, it has been, and I hope that we continue to have a good time with you guys. And we on Derby City Sports Review Show. We got a lot of stuff to cover, some topics. T Rock will be joining us soon. Make sure you hit that like, follow, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. If you like, subscribe, well, and follow, well, make sure you get all this stuff while we at it. So we talk about Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, you don't stop. The Players Club, the Twitch, the gaming, all that stuff. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. We really appreciate it. And had a great interview yesterday with Corn. He did his
Yes,
thing.
sir.
Glad to have Corn on there, class of 25. So we're definitely going to reaching out. We've been reaching out. We're going to continue to reach out to some people to get them on here, like some players. We're trying, like I said, the goal of mine is to get at least a player on here from each school. And it's probably going to go into the school year, but we'll do what we can. We're going to reach out. Hopefully, somebody reach back and say yes. If not, we keep it moving.
Yes,
We
sir.
do not stand still. That's not how we roll. That's what it goes on. So go ahead and be looking out there. Get those DMs open and all that kind of stuff, so we can go ahead and get you on and have these interviews and talk about your school, talk about your sports journal, and we're gonna get some of these coaches and I'm lining up a college coach. I got it whenever he has some time. I got to bring him on and talk about his program and all that kind of good stuff. It's all good. It's all good. Speaking
Sounds
of
good.
all good, 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents to subscribe to the Facebook page. 99 problems. No, 99 cents. Where can you find the 99 cents? Where is Waldo? Uh, the Don has been telling you guys, he told you to go ahead and take it from your kids yesterday. I mean, I don't know. Travis, I think, talking about, yeah, Travis had the pockets. We had everything. So, the Don, let me ask you today on July the 9th, already the 9th, already the 9th,
Man, this time's
where
flying.
it's flying. Where can they? Where do you think they should look for this 99 cents?
All right, people. Now think about this. When you come in a house, where do you put your keys at? Do you keep them in your pocket? Probably not. You probably lay them on the dining room table. You probably laying them on the little key hook somewhere around there. You probably lay them. Some people got the little table right by the door. Some people got the nightstand. Wherever you lay your keys at, there's probably some little change beside it somewhere. Because more than likely you empty out your pockets at the same time. So let's think about that. Empty out your pockets. Got some change. Sit it right there. You got some little loose dollars. It's there. Kitchen table, dining room table. One of these tables, it's sitting there with your keys.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just don't.
I can see that. And it depends on where you're at too, right? You could be in, on the nightstand in the telly. I don't. I mean,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Mm.
Could be anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. I'm telling you. What's up, D? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Good evening, fellas. Good evening. Anywhere. Just go ahead and do that. We're just saying, All right, so let's go on and get into get us a little update, man. Get us a little update on some wrestling, man. What's going on? Let me bring it down a little
Let
bit.
me give you, because I got a lot to fill in on for y'all. If y'all did not watch this past week I guess you say that, from you had SmackDown, you had King of the Ring, you had NXT, you had quite a bit of stuff going on. Everything was happening in Canada this past week. But let me just give you a quick rundown of what happened. You got Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. So this year, who's the crown winners of Money in the Bank? Mr. Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre. He won that. And Mrs. Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton won it for the ladies. You so the other matches you got to take in consideration. It was some good matches, I would say that. I think this pay per view was like a B minus, something like that. I mean, it was up to par somewhat, so
Mm-hmm.
it gave some nice wrestling matches to watch. So you had Sami Zayn take on Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker put him down. Oh man, he showed that he's main event material. He showed that he's where he should be. He gave Sami Zayn, they choreographed that and wrestled through that very well. And Sami Zayn came out on top, but after Braun Breaker put on numerous moves on him, and but at the very end, Sami Zayn wins. Next match, you will have Damian Priest keeps the title from Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was coming after this title. It was like his time. He said if he does not beat Damian Priest on this, he will give up his chances to, try to get the belt from Damian Priest. So himself said, if I can't beat you this time, I'm giving up. I'm done challenging you, and I'm gonna just let you be the champion until the next person. Then I challenge that person. Damian Priest. What happened was, though, Drew McIntyre, by him already winning Money in the Bank, he's ready to cash it in tonight, as in Saturday night. So he went on down there. He made a 3-man title match eventually after the match has already started. They fighting, looking like Drew McIntyre is about to pull it off. I don't know where a lot of people should have known, but CM Punk shows up. CM Punk starts beating down Drew McIntyre. He takes him out. 1, 2. I mean, he's beating him down over the ropes, outside the ring. He's throwing him everywhere. Then he makes, as he hits him one good time. I mean, hell, he hit him with a chair. He did quite a bit of things, but CM Punk didn't care. About us in the match, CM Punk sitting there with the title waiting, as in Damian Priest finished Drew McIntyre off, pinned him 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre's down. He's without the Money in the Bank briefcase, so that's over. By the end of that, Drew McIntyre was pissed. He was going off on people. At the end of the show, he even hit their so-called manager, as they put it, the general manager of what's that, Raw. So Adam Pearce. So he elbows him. So that goes that. They suspend him supposedly. They fine him money. You know how the act goes. So he does all that. So Dan Priest won that. So what else happened? John Cena, he came out on Monday Night Raw, not Monday Night Raw, just a Money in the Bank, just to give an announcement, as in 2025 will be John Cena's last year of wrestling. He said he will next year WrestleMania will be his last WrestleMania, but he's just waiting probably the end of the year to get active and done his filming and go back to wrestling for his last time. So They hit a lot of people, so he wants to go out on his terms. Let's say that. And the end of the night, the Bloodline took on Cody, KO, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. The Bloodline was taken. They was going through it. Randy Orton and Cody. They put on numerous moves, but who showed out was Jacob Fatu, the latest Bloodline member. He took it right to him. Randy Orton. He came, and then by the end of the night, they had all them laid out in the ring with Solo, still the tribal chief, and he didn't care had all them laid out. So Bloodline wins again, and that ended Money in the Bank.
Woo! Great wrap up.
That was a lot.
Great. You got it all in, man. You took control of that. That sounded good. Action packed. I love that. That was really detail oriented, Don. That was good. But I want to go ahead and, well, let me do this and then I'll go back to what you were saying real quick. That was good. You can get some water, man. You know, get a little break. Started doing something real good on the page and decided to start bringing it on the air whenever we on here. So basically, honoring, like I said last night, honoring the athletes at different schools. You know, we're gonna get them all in the 502 of Jefferson County, but also do the state. So Thea Mathis graduated from Iroquois High School. My goodness, had a total combined over like 3,100 points, over 2,500 rebounds in high school career. I think she started playing varsity, I think sixth grade or something like that. She was a baller. 2009, she led them and her twin sister to 33-1 record, claimed the Sweet 16 title, state championship. She was named career journal, first team. We're talking about in 07, 08, 09. She was Miss Basketball 09. She went on and went to Kentucky, balled out of Kentucky. She was the player of the year, junior and senior season, which I think a lot of people fail to realize. That's hey, in the SEC, that's a hell of a feat what she did, which really a lot of the girls who are taller than her and everything else normally get that. She also was a first round draft pick, Los Angeles Sparks, WNBA. Congratulations, she was our notable athlete of the day. Hey, Iroquois in the building, in the house. If you was fortunate enough to see her play, whether it's high school, college, or WNBA, straight baller, big time. I want to hold on. Let me do it this way. Straight baller. Straight baller. And I'll try to get in the people that we already have done. I'll try to get them back in there and all that kind of stuff. I'll do what I have to do. But yeah, this something new, something different, something that nobody else is doing. And the thing about it is that this is a not just because we did Iroquois once. We'll follow back around. We'll circle back around, and if you got some notable athletes that we want to go ahead and highlight, we'll do that. So just be on the lookout on all our on Facebook, X, and Instagram, without a doubt, and on the show. We'll bring them on the show and talk about them. Sometimes we might do two. I don't know. Depends, especially if we get behind, want to get caught up. You hit something. This is one of the things. And let me bring this down until we get T Rock. John Cena next year would be last in WWE, and you broke down and said that pretty much, he's gonna, basically start back wrestling towards the end of the season after he gets finished with his filming and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. How much will this affect WWE and your, because John Cena came when a lot of other stuff was, some of the well-known wrestlers was either doing other stuff also, acting or not in there. He became the face, did what he had to do, been in and out, missing for a minute, all this stuff. So how will this affect WWE and how would you rank him as in WWE also? It's a two-folded question.
Right. I want to say like this: WWE and John Cena pretty much know what they were doing in this aspect, because you think about it, coming at the beginning of next year, that's when WWE will start broadcasting on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So that would bring more viewers when John Cena's back on their shows, and people are just gonna want to see what happens when John Cena's on the show. They're gonna look at it. Hey, they know John Cena. A lot of people, go back. Like John Cena goes back to the end of the Attitude Era,
Right.
and that's how many years he's put in. He says put in over 20 years, so it's
Mm.
crazy enough. So that's gonna draw more eyes in the age ranges,
Right.
not just the lower age, but the upper ages ourselves. And then he's gonna be fighting like the newer generations, and then you never know, he might end up fighting like a CM Punk or somebody, or Seth
True.
Rollins or something like that. And those are potential matches. Is a lot of people like, man, I wish I could see John Cena fight these guys over again, or this one guy right there. And that's going, I mean, I think, and then by then, coming to the new, so by, you would have all him showing probably the bloodline, and all that whole storyline would be bigger. The Rock, by the end of the year, he said he's going to show back up.
Right.
So just think about The Rock and John Cena one more time. That's how people going to look at it. So,
Yeah. He'll make some money.
and one other thing, John Cena did say, just because he's out in the ring, that means he's not away from wrestling. So he's going to hang up the tights probably and put on a suit and be in the back somewhere. So
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
Yeah, whatever Triple H will put you, allow you to be, I guess. So how would you rank him, man? I mean, what is he in your top 10?
Oh
Is he
yeah,
is he in your top 100? And actually, hold on. Before you answer that, we got T Rock coming on, so we'll let him get a little piece of that action. What's going on, T Rock? How you doing?
What's cracking lacking, y'all?
Nothing
all
much, my
right,
brother.
all
Nothing.
right.
Well, glad you to join us, brother. We knew you had some stuff to do, but I'm glad you joined at the perfect time. We just got started with these topics. So John Cena next year would be last in WWE. My question was, especially to Don, and you, what impact would this have, man, on WWE? He's been in and out. He's been a big figure. He wants to go ahead and do it one more time type stuff. How of an impact would this be? And I know Don was just explaining some stuff. He had some helpful points on it. That I want to get your view on John Cena, and also I want to know, where do you rank him? Do you rank him in your top 10, top 20, top 50, whatever, as far as wrestler? What are you thinking?
I think it's gonna this this whole thing is it's huge. I mean, if we're going to be honest, it's a huge situation. Not because the fact that he's really not wrestling anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's on that part time schedule, but what he has done for the WWE and wrestling in general. Um, you don't you don't have a retirement year and not be a nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I believe that his retirement is what is probably overdue. You know what I'm saying? But he loves the business and he loves to put the young cats over, and you know what I mean, and try to build the next generation of professional wrestlers. Um, but everybody has at some point. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. He's the only person that has more championships reigns than him is Ric Flair.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's what, the
Big
16-time
time.
world champion, and then Ric Flair
16.
17. It's
Yep.
17 time. So I don't know if they'll go out letting him be the champ. I seriously doubt that. I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to pass Ric Flair. I'm
Right.
sure he would be honored to do so, but I don't think anybody really wants to do that. So he has left a legacy
Right.
in the rank. Now, as far as where I'd rank him,
Hmm.
uh, um, he's definitely in my top 10.
Okay.
I wouldn't probably put him in my top 5
Okay.
because I've been watching wrestling since the '80s, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of other wrestlers in there that I could put probably ahead of him, um, just mainly because of the impact that they've had, not just on me, but on in the professional wrestling business. So he's definitely in my top 10 though.
Cool. So Don, what you got him at?
I'm gonna probably say like top 15ish, top 10ish. I mean, John's one of a kind in his persona. Like I said, John's one that who's never been a heel, other than like early in his years when he did that. But the John Cena, yeah, those early years, he's never really been that heel figure, and he's already said now that he's doing his comeback. Don't expect that either to happen. But you never know
No.
too in the wrestling.
Let the people know what you guys mean about heel. What does that mean?
So he's
So
never
he's never been a bad
been
guy.
a good guy or a bad guy. That's what I said. Good guy.
I
Yeah.
was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's never been a bad guy. But in my personal opinion, I believe he has because early, when he was rapping John Cena, you know what I'm saying? Spitting verses in the ring and doing all this other stuff. He was, doing this, came out with the chain with the lock on it and doing all this word life and all this stuff. He was a bad guy. I don't care what anybody says. John Cena was a heel. Every good face who's a good guy has always been a heel at some time in their career. Always. I don't care who it is.
Right. Woo. Okay. Hey, that's what we do there.
You probably right, but
Love
I don't look at him. I don't look at that time when people looked at John Cena. I know what you're talking about. Those times when his coming out and with his outfits back in those days, whatever else. But when the John Cena did his miraculous turn and that face, as in face is a good guy, when he turned that way, and it's been just once he skyrocketed, and he's never been down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You're probably right. I'm trying to think of all the heels and faces and stuff like that, and who hasn't been a heel at least once.
Hulk Hogan,
Yeah,
who was the ultimate face, turned heel.
Wasn't he though?
Yeah.
Hey, that was the best heel turn ever.
Yeah.
NWO was
Ever.
the big
Yeah.
ever.
I think
Just
everybody
saying.
everybody remembers that. If not, then you really because
Yes, Bash at the
was
beach.
watching it.
Bash
Yeah.
at the beach.
Everybody like what?
Say what the heck just happened? Yep, I'm telling you,
that was good. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, that's good. All right, let's get into something. You talking about wearing that cocky chain? Patrick
And hold
Mahomes
up, wasn't
predicts.
John Cena down in
We done,
Ohio
bro.
Valley once upon a time too?
We done with that, bro. We over with that, man. Yeah,
I just have to think of that.
that done kidnapped the show for 20 minutes. That's over with. Patrick Mahomes predicts 3-peat. Another Super Bowl win on a podcast. And, of course, you should always think you're going to win. That's not an issue. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes from the best quarterback in the league, you really got to really be concerned with these other teams because he done showed that he doesn't need all world receivers. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. He lost one that was the fastest in the world. What'd he do? Keep winning. He's got a tight end that's been distracted and still wins. He's got people doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and he still wins. The defense, as this is going on, the defense is just getting better and better and better. It really has caught up to a certain extent with the offense. But the difference is you got that one dude that nobody else has. Patty Ice. So, my goodness. Patty put it out there. Who's going to dispute him? What you thinking, Don? I mean, I'm going to let you get the first crack at this. I mean, I know you at least your team made it there. But what's your thoughts on Patty Ice?
I mean, like you said, a piggyback off. I mean, it's pretty much you the man. I mean, you supposed to say we're gonna come back and win it. But I don't know if it's supposed to be that broadcast like that. I mean, that's awful. That's awfully cocky. So Patrick, I hear you, bro. I mean, hey, like I said, yo, what? Back to back, y'all going for the 3-peat? I mean, it's been a while since anybody's done that now. I don't. And hold up, in football has that been
He's the
done?
last one who did that in football.
Yeah, that sounds like hasn't been done.
Oh
Ever.
Lord, we done seen 3 out of 4. I can't remember 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's yeah. But you talked that back. Now just got to come out and back it up. But those players in there are getting some trouble. You might need to bail them out.
Bailiff, we need a bondsman. We need a bondsman. That's
they
what
got
it is.
one. They got one a retainer. What you know?
Let me
They
say.
keep one.
All right, let me go ahead before T-Rock. Let me go. The crazy thing is that this is the time that we're in now. No matter what podcast, I don't care if his grandmama did a podcast. It's going to be on TikTok. It's going to be on everything. And that's a news outlet. So, dude speaking, and it's so funny because when you watch the video, he's smiling at, but he means it. Like, yeah, we're going to win it again. Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah. So you want that oozing out, right? It's just that, like you said, we're from old school bulletin board material. Like, oh, but the thing about it is that's almost like MJ saying that shit. Oh, yeah, we're going to win it. What you going to do? Stop it. It's harder for Mahomes to me, you know what I'm saying? It is harder, you know what I'm saying? Because he does rely on some other people to catch those passes, make some blocks, all that kind. We've seen it when he's been moved and rushed. It doesn't look good. We understand that. But I will salute Kansas City. They building, even the stuff that people don't pay attention. The line is terrific. Offensive line, he's on the head. He to me, the best running back he had was probably who? Kareem Hunt. And he been gone for a long time. Like, dude is doing it with smoke and mirrors, dude. He don't have like everybody else has. It's just him. So my thing is this, as a Dallas Cowboys fan, oh, damn, I'm a Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I am. I'm wearing that shit. I got to be a Dallas. As a Dallas Cowboys fan, I don't want them to win it, but you really got to pay attention to when Petty Ice speaks, bro. And I mean, he don't care what's going on. They, like you said, they done had a lot of incidents that happened. Some young dudes getting in trouble. Some other guys constantly getting released. Dude, if any team that can handle a circus, as long as Petty Ice's focus, it's all good, man. It's all good. What you got, T-Rock?
Well, I think not just what he said, but where he said it. Because if you look at every other publication that talks about it, Sports Illustrated, Bleacher Report, and all that stuff, whoever interviews him, he's never said it.
Right.
He said, yeah, it's always been a challenge, you know what I'm saying? We really want to. All the guys on the team have been, going hard. We've been blah, 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 blah. He never just flat out said, we're going to 3-peat.
Right.
And he happens to do it on Logan Paul's show. He put it out on the table on that particular platform.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I found that pretty interesting, just in itself. You know what I mean? I have no, and again, I know I'm biased as a Chiefs fan, but I have no reason not to believe him.
Get out of here.
I have no reason not to believe that this man can't do it again. He's done it with less. We won one, and then we're supposed to win one and won another. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're constantly not supposed to win. But like I said, 15 out there.
Right.
And he's going to play harder than you are. I'm saying he takes those losses to heart. You know what I mean? Like you can see it on his face. He does not like to lose. You know what I'm saying? He out there dapping people up. He may go out there and dap the other quarterback up, but he's ready to get off the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to work. He is going to outwork you. And I know that my team has had some legal issues as of late. I get it. It's not a distraction. It's not going to distract you. But here's what I do know. But here's what I do know. Everybody on the team wants to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, say the same for every
I
team
see what
in
you're
the
going
NFL.
with that. I see what you're going with that. See,
Wow.
now we
Wow.
throwing blows over there. Now we throwing blows.
Whoa.
Let's wait till the beginning of the season.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
wait till the beginning of the season. Even
Just saying.
well, let's wait to see if those
Just
guys are
saying.
even gonna be on the team by then. They got the money they
Okay.
throwing out, probably holding off court
Just saying.
dates. But let's see once it get down to it,
This is
NFL's
true.
gonna have to do something about it.
I got no reason to argue with you,
Okay.
but they want to be there.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Well,
We'll see where Ayuk is at the beginning of the season. If
You
he
ain't the
wants
only
to or
one that
not.
got jabs. You ain't the only one that got
Yeah, you
jabs.
stay. You stay. I go. You stay. I go. It is what it is. We coming back. We coming back. We still
we'll
got
see y'all in the
unfinished
season. We ain't
business
worried
to take
about
care of.
Ooh. Okay.
We'll see y'all in the
Yeah,
season.
we'll
We
see.
ain't worried about y'all.
Yeah.
We'll
Woo.
see.
All right. Ooh,
Come
okay.
down to it.
Speaking of confidence, Tatum, Celtics will beat Team USA. Somebody, reporter asked him at practice, and who you got? The Celtics, Team USA. And he's a member of the Team USA, but hell, the man won a championship with the Celtics. He's been with them for 10 months. He's only been with these guys 2 days. Granted, it's a collection of, well, hell, you got some old dudes. You got some dudes that probably shouldn't be on there, and I'm looking squirrely at Bam, all that kind of stuff. But, hey, I can't. Tatum, I heard you. You got that championship ring. It's different if you didn't win. You just wanted, dude. Yes, I'm taking Celtics over Team USA. If I'm him, why not? If you ask LeBron, he take Team USA. Embiid, Team USA, they ain't win. They ain't win. You ask the one dude, well, hell, you could ask Drew Holiday. You ask them, they gonna take the Celtics, bro. I mean, that's a given. And I don't blame them though, bro. I mean, and yeah, I can see that Don don't agree with Tatum, man. What's the deal, bro? Is it the LBJ magic? What?
Nah, I don't see. Boston ain't laying it down like that. They ain't laying it down like that to beat the whole damn Team USA. Come on. I mean, you supposed to. I heard you. You happy? Y'all won. You whoopee doo. Celtics win again. Get number 18. Okay, so be it. But y'all's luckily how y'all went through this whole little y'all run in the playoffs, and then y'all meet Dallas. Y'all was lucky enough for that. Because y'all wouldn't have beat the other teams.
Is this coming from a Lakers fan who won in the bubble?
Why do we always got to bring up my bubble, man?
No, you said lucky. You said
I
it was
know
lucky.
it, but you still don't got to bring up my bubble.
I'm just saying you said lucky. That's all. That's what.
We in 24. We ain't going back to 2020.
That's one lucky championship, and another guy who was on that team got lucky when Draymond Green got put out. That's 2 lucky championships, really. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You just said lucky, so I was just trying to figure out what the.
Man, it feels like a punching bag over
No.
there.
I'm just trying to figure out what's. I was just trying to figure out what's. So, but
I ain't heard
that's
it.
lucky.
But still,
Go ahead.
I feel what you said back
Go
then.
ahead. Go ahead.
And, but like you said, we holding up, but I still don't see the Celtics beat to Team USA.
Okay.
I don't feel like you put all those players right there. They're not going to top all them. Sorry for his luck, but he's just happy for his team. So be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. He gave the answer he was supposed to give.
Right.
He gave the answer he was supposed to give. At first, when I thought about this, when that first popped up on the thing, I thought, man, the Henny is strong with this one. Because ain't no way that's supposed to be a real statement. But he said what he's supposed to say. It's a matter, what I'm saying? When they pay you $300 million, yes, you're going to say, yeah, we're going to beat Team USA. Is it a fact? No. They're not going to beat Team USA by any stretch of the imagination. But it's nice to say, you can say it. I mean, I'd say it too if they're going to pay me $300 million.
True.
I said the Celtics is beating everybody in the world.
Right, beating the dream
As a matter of
team.
fact, we don't even need Team USA. Just put the Celtics in the Olympics and just watch it all. Watch the magic happen. You know what I'm saying?
They might win though. They might win.
They'll lose a couple.
I'm just
They'll
saying.
lose a couple players off the team.
They might win though.
Players.
They might
Yeah,
win.
I'm just saying. They might.
They
I'm
might.
not saying that they won't, but I'm just saying he gave the answer he was supposed to give.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I think it's an accurate statement? No. But I just can't imagine you have a team full of quote unquote all stars playing a team that has two all stars. I was gonna say 2.5 because they just play white, but at two all stars, and you got a bunch of them on another team. I just don't logistically. I don't see it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It could be good on paper, but logistically, I
Right.
don't see it.
Right. Well, the problem is, first of all, let me say this. Let me say this. Hey, good evening, Erica. What's up, sis? How you doing? How you doing? I think, yeah, you are, he said what he had to say without a doubt. But I don't know, dude. I don't know if they couldn't beat him. I'm not saying they would beat him in a series, but who's guarding Tatum? Who's guarding Brown?
I mean,
Because they ain't on that team. And Drew Holiday, he's gonna play some defense. You know what I'm saying? Which LeBron you getting? You getting the pass from LeBron or whatever? You getting which kind of Mr. Glass you getting? You getting Mr. Glass or somebody who stayed healthy or whatever. He's gonna shoot jumpers. I'm just saying in the series they can win something. Can they for the gold? I don't think so. I'm with you guys. But it'd be interesting. I mean, hell, they said they barely beat this team select because they knew. We know because it takes time. And who's coaching? It's Steve Kerr, right? So that's good, but hell, you got Steph Curry and everybody else. So it'd be difficult, without a doubt. But I think if you put them in the Olympics and they win it, yeah, they could win it. They will take some losses. I agree. I do agree with you on that. They will take some losses. But that 10 months playing with each other, man, that means a lot. A lot, But you're right. I mean, and Don is right. I mean, hell, you said what you had to say. It'd be good. I'd rather see, tell you the truth, I'd rather see you when they practice, and I don't want to see all these weak ass players practice against a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody doesn't have an Olympian, right? Practice against the Knicks, right? Brunson didn't make it. Have the whole Knicks come and practice. Then you're gonna be battle tested. These people, they picking this because they like them and all this kind of stuff. And let's bring in. Half them ain't even gonna be in the Olympics in 4 years or 8 years, right? So, hey, go ahead and get your real team and go ahead and say, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, all right, that's cool. Let me go ahead and beat a team select the world of hell and play against a good team. Then you're going to see how far you got to go. But I'm Richie. Tatum said it. Hey, you give me 300-something million, we're going to beat the Space Jam team and everybody else.
You're going to beat the Monstars.
Everybody.
Monstars.
Everybody's getting it. Everybody's getting it. Speaking of everybody getting it, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Either you love or hate. Now that's a statement. That's reality of society right now. Either you love Caitlin Clark, or you hate her, or you love Angel Reese, or you hate her. Period. Back. My whole thing is why is this happening? Why is going on? And to me, you look no farther than the media. The media, WNBA. And then you got a whole bunch of people who's never watched WNBA and they going for race. Point blank. Right? So you have created a storm that you can't, it's rarely. Now you got some people who know basketball, who cares about basketball, and going to tell you, hey, I like Caitlin and I like Angel because I like basketball. I know they can play and I love that. But that's not the majority. Either you love or hate, and that is it. And that's been brewing. WNBA to me went about it the wrong way. They got all the attention they needed. I mean, I get it. These people's gonna come to these games regardless. They come to the game it's because of Caitlin Clark. And no doubt about it. And the Chicago people's coming for Angel Reese. No doubt about it. My thing is that Caitlin Clark is like the freaking Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter where the Beatles perform, they there. And they are coming for her. You know what I'm saying? And I really think if they didn't handle it the way they did, you would have a lot of people cheering her on more than hating because she is a baller. She's a baller. She is a baller, point blank, and she's gonna be a problem next year. She's gonna be a problem next year. Angel Reese is a baller. So you had the villain, you had the good, the bad, the evil, and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, that race stuff, that's the people who do not watch basketball, don't understand it, and they trying to put a white woman over a black woman and stuff like that, and crazy stuff. Because Caitlin Clark's in people's asses more than anybody. If you watch her, she's talking shit to everybody. But you don't hear that. You don't see that. You know what I'm saying? You got angels clapping at somebody like this, and she's the bad. So I think a lot of that is this ridiculous. Like I said, to me, I think WNBA went a little bit too far. Oh, girls are baller, and people are gonna love her regardless. Regardless, you don't distract. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and rock and roll. If you watch any game she's in, that shit's packed. And I hate to say it, that ain't for these old heads. And I love the old heads. I'm saying old heads are a veteran. I love Stewie. I love all that. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't for that. They ain't for that. And I really want to know how much percentage this woman gets for these jerseys. Because she should be a multi-millionaire off the jersey itself. Forget the $76,000 that she's making from the league. Give me that jersey sale. Give me that percentage because I'm sure she's rocking and rolling.
Go ahead, Don.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know me about the way I feel about, but I wouldn't say hate. It's just a disregard, and it is because the media pushed it. It is because they put the spotlight on her. It is, but when it comes straight down to it, she's a baller. I mean, post that triple double just last week or whatever else, and she's gonna put up numbers, and she's gonna keep putting up numbers. But like they'll focus on, oh, she's the first one to score this much. She's the first one to hit this much combined with this much. She's the one to total so many points for her rookie season. But they don't point out though. But Caitlin Clark needs to work on her turnovers because she is leading the league in turnovers. But they don't point to that. They don't say that at all. You don't see that. But that's okay to them. Angel Reese is the different how they made it, how the media made it. It's like they went from it from the whole rivalry from 2 years ago. They started this really 2 years ago. Was what started to combine to last year, and then on to they just riding the wave of it. And when the wave hit the WNBA, sales went from here to there, and it's outrageous. Like you said, every arena she's setting records for the other team. When she gets there, the attendance records are getting sold out because she's in the building. Not the other team is playing. I mean, there's teams that got to relocate where they are playing at when they play Indiana. And that's the CC effect. That is no doubt. And she is doing this. They said a lot of people gain off of her. I mean, it's just the way the media's handling this, the whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark effect. Now we got Angel Reese right now. What, 12? Is it 12?
13.
I mean, double doubles in a row.
13.
Now?
She broke the record. She got the record.
13. Yeah. So it's. I mean, it could be pointed. They could have pointed this in a whole different direction and just faming the rookies that's coming in, this next generation of rookies. They could have went about it a whole different way, but from where they got into it from last year. And they meet either point you to, hey, like the person in the white cloth, like the Cowboys and not the Indians type deal. It's like as in Cowboys and Indians, as in shoot them up, ain't been bound. But that's how they that's how they made it.
Moving right along.
That's how they made it. As in who you want to like. They're gonna force you like either or. That's all about
well, I love them both. You know what I'm saying? I think they have both brought something to the women's game. You know what I'm saying? At least professionally, right? Again, I obviously agree with both. I think the media and the WNBA The WNBA especially, because although this benefits them financially, what I'm saying, financially, the players aren't going to see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The WNBA, they work in a deficit every year. So this is the WNBA's opportunity to try to break even after 20 some odd years of what I'm saying, being around. This
Right.
is their opportunity to break even. What I'm saying, in hopes that next season is going to be even bigger, right? She's still going to be balling. She's still going to be out there like that. Now, as far as the media is concerned with all this stuff, the media's job is to pit folks. You got to like somebody and hate somebody, right? Because there's nobody that you've seen calling WNBA game where Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese are playing and they said one bad thing about either one of them. You've heard the media come out and say something about either one of them, right? So they know they have to play their cards pretty close. You know what I'm saying? They got to play the cards close to the chest, right? But the media makes you want to love or hate one of them. Yes, it's Caitlin Clark on the front of every magazine. Yes, is she on? You know what I'm saying? She's damn near the spokesperson for the WNBA. And quite frankly, if you ever look at her demeanor and the way she acts, and when people are around her, she probably really doesn't want that role, but she takes it and tries to do the best that she can with it. So anybody that hates Caitlin Clark is just confusing to me because she is a baller. She plays the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she is kind of almost redefining how even her position is played in the WNBA.
Right.
Right? So we're going to run you off a ton of screens, and we know you can shoot once you pass half court.
Put the
I
break
mean,
back,
so
man.
once you pass half
I
court,
wasn't trying to shut
huh?
you off. I wasn't trying to shut you off. There you go. You got it. Go ahead. Keep
No, I'm
going.
just you know what I'm saying.
I
No,
thought
no,
it
but
said
I'm just
Caitlin
saying
Clark too many
they have to
times.
play. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They have to play to their attributes, right? So I get the Angel Reese, but Angel Reese leaned into the hate.
She embraced it. Yep.
Caitlin Clark is not. Yeah, Caitlin Clark hasn't leaned into the good guy role. She was given the good guy role. She's not doing the interview saying, "Well, I'm just this good person playing." You know, what I'm saying she never did that. Angel Reese said, "I'll be the bad guy. That's fine. If that's what the media needs me to be, that's fine. But watch this. You know what I'm saying? 13 double doubles later. You know what I'm saying? So again, the question is either you love or you hate. I love them both because they are both bringing eyes and bigger to the sport. There's still always going to be those people who don't like the women's game because
Right.
obviously it's not as athletic. There's no dunking like in the men's game or whatever. But it's still a great game of basketball. And these two here have got me watching more WNBA games. I ain't gonna sit here and say I watch a ton of stuff before now. But when I turn on my TV and I see a WNBA going, and then you have to be Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese playing, I'll turn it on
Right. Right. Right.
because now I need to know. Now I need to know. So
Yep. Held to serve. Did what they had to do. For the love of basketball, CP3 playing time trumps chasing a ring. That is what he said. That's the reason why he's with San Antonio. I'm just trying to figure out which team will he think he's gonna go and get a championship or chasing a ring to get a championship. I think being relegated to that second team, granted, you do need a leader for that second team, and he did play some with the first team. I'm not saying he was all second team unit, but to me, you know, for the people who's looking at this and it look like it may be pig Latin, I'm chasing the bag. Pretty much. Trying to get a championship ring or chase the bag. That's exactly what it means. Playing time, my butt. It's about getting paid. I don't know how much they paid him, but I bet you it was decent because they knew they needed a point guard to go ahead and feed Wimby and everybody else. And he can do that. He can do that. But let's don't be like, hey, man, I just want to get out there and have a chance to play instead of sitting on the bench. No, you weren't going to get paid if you sitting on that bench either. So we'll see. Playing time trumps chasing ring. What's your thoughts, T Rock?
Eh, I mean, I get you don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that guy in the NBA. There's a lot of those guys that's just chasing, especially towards the end of their career, and I get it. You know
But
what
hold
I'm
on,
saying?
before you finish your thought. But can we say, and I don't know which way you was going, but can we say he's already been that guy? Because he done bounced around to some teams that, you know, I'm just saying.
Right, right. I mean, we can technically say he's been that guy, but I think in this statement, to me, it just sounds like reality is set in. You know what
I
I
can
mean?
see that.
Okay, playing time, Trump chasing the ring. Okay, well, the likelihood of me getting the ring at this point in my career is pretty low.
Right.
So I might as well get as much clock as I possibly can.
True, true.
So that's what rings to me when I hear this. So,
Right.
but see, it's not like he still can play. He can
He
still
can still,
play. He can
still
still
can
play
play.
the game. And I'm saying he's probably on the right team to do so.
Right. That needs a point guard.
But but yeah, but chasing the ring is it's I don't think it's no longer an option in his career.
Right. Right.
Like you said, it's the bag. It's the bag. Now this wherever they're gonna sign you, they're gonna give you that money. I mean, you could be like it's like I feel like when you more in your early years, and then you get that one trade, then you get another trade. You picked up by a free agent. When you hit that free agent starts hitting you as a player, and you deciding where you want to go, you like okay, maybe this team might be better, or maybe I should went over here. And that's when I think it's more of a chasing the ring. But then
Mm-hmm.
when it's like this is your downfall. This is your fall where it's time to put up those shoes or whatever. Let's give it up. And now let's just chase the bag. Whoever wants to pay me to be on their team, to be a little asset on their team, I'm just going to take their money and just hang on as long as I can. I feel that it's he gets it still probably a little bit in him, but it ain't the old Chris Paul.
It's the old Chris
Mm.
Paul.
Yeah, it's literally the old Chris Paul.
Oh,
It's an old Chris Paul.
He's only what the banana boat had four of them, right? There's only two left.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
both of them can
Oh
go.
yeah.
What you say, Don? Both of them
That
can
banana
go.
boat, yeah, that banana boat can go ahead and sink. Punch a hole in it, bad boy. Yeah, give me a knife. I can slice that bitch.
Cut
I
it
don't
up.
like bananas anyway.
Oh wow, wow. Ooh-wee. Okay, hey, understand, but hey, CP3, it's your world, baby boy. Do what you got to do. Whatever makes you feel good and make you sleep good at night, we got you. Ain't nothing wrong. All right, so we did this a little bit last week. Let's do something this week. Carl Anthony Towns. We talking about college. DeMarcus Cousins, UK. UK. Who you ride with? Carl Anthony Towns or DeMarcus Cousins from the Big Blue Nation while they was in college? Who you think
Mm.
is that guy? The Don, what you thinking, brother?
I was a Cousins guy. I actually used to like Cousins' game back then in the college world, back in the UK days.
E- Even when
DeMarcus
he punked
Cousins.
out, Louisville players.
I knew you was better say something about that. It felt like I just didn't. I didn't like his demeanor. I wasn't him as a fan of him. I liked his game. I like his game, how he played, the team. How they involved around him. How they. DeMarcus Cousins was alright. I mean, it's like, but it was one of those players that you hated. He was on the other team, and plus, his cockiness and the way his attitude too. But what became of him
Right.
in the future. So that's what put him where he is now.
Overseas.
Yeah. I mean, I like Cousins. I'd probably go Cat on this one. Primarily because, I think his college career, being on an almost undefeated team, speaks volumes for, what I'm saying now, for him. I mean, not just the team, but it's him as well. You know what I mean? I think his style of play obviously is not going to be Cousins' style of play. You know, he wasn't out there playing bully ball or
Right.
anything like that, but he was definitely, a force to be reckoned with while he was out there. You know what I mean? And I know Kentucky is as well. You know, Calipari is. You know, especially
Right.
that that okay, this is the role you're going to play
Right.
on
Right.
this team.
Yeah.
He gave DeMarcus Cousins the role of enforcer on this team. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna get in there. He's gonna get his boards. He's gonna move people out the way. He might want to fight you, whatever. But Carl Anthony Towns basically, kind of pretty much the same thing without a bully. He got in there. He played his role. You know what I'm saying? And they just got beat. So I'm gonna go Cat on this one.
Right. I think I think both of these young men, if you'd have put them on a traditional team, they could have took somebody to the Final Four themselves because they was low block beast. You couldn't stop them. You
Mm-hmm.
really couldn't. Demarcus, played on a hell of a team that didn't do what they should have done. You know what I'm saying? And Cat also, but Cat's team was deeper. Cat had Willie Cauley Stein, all that. He had a whole bunch of
Man.
protection.
Yeah,
DeMarcus had Patrick Patterson. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he been in the league or whatever, but ain't the same having all that length and everything else that Cat had. Cat had, and really, like you said, you hit it. He had different roles. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you play this. Both of these dudes can shoot threes, can do everything. That to me, I think if they went to other schools, we really just saw these numbers they would have put up, bro. They've been old school, 25 and 15 type stuff, because they was
Right.
buckets. You couldn't stop them, and DeMarcus, like I said, he played an enforcer role to a T, and you could not do anything with him at all.
At all.
It was a given. Dude was a problem. Cat to me was more skilled. You know what I'm saying? You could just see how fluent he was, and he was he could get it in there, and he probably moved a little bit better to me than DeMarcus. But as I look at it, man, it's kind of hard, But I have to go with DeMarcus because I always liked his game. I just think that if he did have the developer of big men working with him, which really, that was fraudulent because these guys could have went anywhere and do what they had to do. Let's just put it that way. But I'm gonna ride with
Big man
DeMarcus.
whisperer.
Yeah, big man whisper. Yeah, big man, man. For Taquan Panero, which is Taquan Dean or Luke Hancock. Who you rolling with? Both of them went to the Final Four. One got a championship. One went with a team that no one in the world. And the thing about it, Luke went one when he was red shirted. You know what I'm saying? So he was, he was on the team, but he wasn't a part of that. But still came back and won a championship. Taquan Dean, which is Taquan Panero, don't want to disrespect, and Luke Hancock. Who you got, T Rock?
This is a difficult one. Cool Hand Luke was just that. You know, here's the thing. You say sneaky athletic.
Sneaky
You know
out.
what I'm saying? When you say it, yeah, when you say that, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
Ballers
talking
know. Ballers know.
about. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Dean was a good shooter. He was a great shooter. Let me take that back. He was a great shooter. I don't really know if he was much as sneaky athletic, so to speak, as Hancock.
Right.
Although I'm gonna go Luke. I'm gonna go Luke, and here's why. Luke Hancock is I think was a better all around player. Now, granted, he probably lacked on the defensive end, just didn't have the foot speed, but he made up for it on in other parts of the game. You know what I mean? Now, Taekwon Dean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he play a year without Francisco?
Yeah. Yep.
It wasn't a great year. It
Right.
was. He played well.
He
Don't
put
get
up
me wrong,
points. Yeah.
but it wasn't. But it wasn't like that. And
But
that. But
but
then
he
again,
also tried to make him a point guard.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think he basically took him out of position.
Right.
Obviously, you weren't going to do Luke like that. But I will say, Luke, in my personal opinion, I think was a better player. Although obviously he wasn't taken out of position or anything. So
Right. Right. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. What you got, the Don?
Oh my gosh. I mean, like these are some shooters right here. These are some shooters known from the Ville right here. Luke Hancock, the MVP or MV, whatever that role was from that Final Four, that
MOP.
championship year. MOP. There we go. Most outstanding player. Cool Hand Luke was. Oh man, those buckets he put in that 2013. That's the year of the Ville. Taekwon Dean, as we knew him first from when they was him and Francisco was like the 1 and 2 of that team. That was some good times those days. But Taekwon Dean happened to be his birthday happened to be the same day as mine. That's just
Okay.
unnecessary facts to throw
okay,
out there.
Okay.
But
Okay. Well,
they like you said
threw
they
it
threw,
out there.
and I'm actually 9 years older than he is. So yeah. But anyway, like I said, when they try to, it's so hard on this though. It is. I love me some Luke though. I love me some Luke when he got that ball. It was one person. It was like when he missed. I think he got to a point where he missed. You were surprised that he missed when he shot the ball. I was one of them. I'm thinking Luke, every shot Luke's putting up, he's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my gosh, Taekwon Dean was putting up. He was breaking threes records back then. It's so hard. It's so hard. I want to say Luke, but Taekwon's, he got a little edge too. For, the August. I mean, he did spend
make up your
13
mind.
years over. He spent 13 years overseas. Taekwon Dean. I'm gonna go with Luke. I'm with Luke.
Oh man, he killed his own birthday partner. Didn't
I
he?
did.
He did all that shit to kill his own partner.
I couldn't.
Wow, you should have left that. You should have left that and waited till another day to talk about that.
See?
Just leave it alone. All right, let's put it this way. MOP, it's hard to even. You can put him up against a lot of people. He's gonna win it just off the MOP. Period. Dude did something because he started. He wasn't hitting all them threes. He was rusty, all the kind of stuff. Had shoulder problems and wasn't doing whatever. But when he got his rhythm, he was dangerous. Taekwon Dean is the overall better shooter as far as at Louisville. Period. Bar none. Even when Rick tried to destroy him by letting him play a freaking point guard. Like, dude, what are you doing? Don't do that. Leave him alone. Let him roam outside and let him shoot the threes. Do not let him. He was turning the ball over, all that kind of stuff. He still will go down as one of the greatest shooters of all times at Louisville. He took him to the Final Four, which right there was like winning the championship. Yeah, we knew he was going to get blown out because the city partied like no other. They was partying.
Mm-hmm.
Went there and Illinois just said, "Come here, get in the corner, time out, get your ass out of the game." Was over halftime. Everybody knew it, but we were just happy to be there. But Cool Hand Luke and the crew with Russ, Peyton, Gorgie, goodness gracious, bro.
Montrez.
And when we needed him the most, lights out. Michigan was rolling. Michigan was getting ready to run us right out the gym. Luke said, "Hold on, no. Let's get this back together. Let's restore order." And that was it. I mean, to me, MOP. It's MOP all day. I mean, it's only two. It's probably two other MOPs that probably can beat him: Purvis Ellison and Daryl Griffin.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
You put him up against anybody, he's probably gonna win it because he's MOP. And I wouldn't even be mad. Because you was that dog. For real. You was. And you wasn't that dog the whole year. Everybody knows that. If you watch, the dude was suffering. You know what I'm saying? The year before, all that stuff. Everybody knows that. But when they needed him, I was on. And like Travis said, sneaky athletic dude was out there when we was making that run against Syracuse, came back in that championship after we was getting hit in the mouth. and getting beat by 20 something. We came back and beat them by 20, 40-point turnaround. Yeah, Luke was out there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, I'm gonna ride with the MOP. But I mean, hey, if I need somebody to shoot, I ain't gonna lie. It's DeJuan Wheaton, Taekwon Dean. Come on, let's go. That's my two for the shooting contest. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Point
Yes, sir.
blank. I'm gonna ride with that for real. Hey, we gonna get him out on this, man. I wasn't gonna mess with this, and then I was, and I wasn't. Real quick, for all our Twitter people, man, what's going on? Shakur Stevenson versus Cameron and Mace. Have y'all been paying attention to that?
I was going to say, what's happening here?
You've been off the grid. You've been on vacation. You've been off the grid. Well, Cameron and Mace, they don't give a shit. So they got their show, and so they was talking about it after the fight. That Stevenson won. It was so boring. Everybody was, leaving. Didn't like dude's a born fighter. He should not be the marquee match. He needs to be the first one because he's boring. He don't do whatever. He don't knock nobody out. They was killing him. Well, Shakur got all day because yesterday or whatever it was, Sunday. It was Sunday. He was going back and forth, tweeting them, talking about they ain't nobody. They, I can't even say what he was calling them. They has-beens. Called Mace Diddy boy. I mean, he's just going back. He's like, ain't nobody respect y'all. Nobody know who y'all are. X, Y, Z. So Cameron and them said, well, hold on, bro. So, I mean, they just going back and forth. The problem is this, bro. You're a professional boxer. You don't need to get into all that, man. You win. So everybody's not Floyd, bro. Not everybody's Muhammad Ali, Tyson. Do what you got to do. But you made it personal. You started attacking Cameron Mace, who does a podcast, a successful one. So, yeah, and then about it, when they was talking about him, they was like, hey, bro, hey, you won, but it didn't seem like you won because it wasn't exciting. Dude took offense to that. He been going hard, and they've been going back harder, and what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, for real, Twitter, bro, X, whatever you want to call it, Stevenson, just chill, bro. It ain't even worth all that. When you go against famous podcasters, you ain't gonna win that, bro. I'm sorry. Especially, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. And like I said, I know you guys didn't, I don't know, didn't get to watch or whatever. When Cameron May said, "Dude, we make more money than you on this show," do we have to go to the receipts? Do we have to meet up and look at the ATM? That right there, dude, just back up. Get away from that. Just deactivate your shit, please.
Yeah, that made no sense. If you're a winner, then what difference does it make?
Right.
That's what people think. There's always going to be people hating on you. But these are people, I bet you these people that he actually liked until they started talking about him and it hurt his feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only time you really lash out at somebody when your feelings are hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I was winning, call me boring all you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm winning.
Very true. Very true. It's all that matters. He's winning, getting his bag. Winning, getting his bag. No matter what Cameron them say. But I think you got a damn good point right there. It's like he was probably cool with him or listen. He probably maybe even listened to the show. Watch the show.
Yeah.
Probably. But then when he heard it, it's like, oh damn. And his feelings was hurt. Like, dang. I thought I was better than that. But, hey, come on. Score. Keep your stuff in the ring.
That's what I thought we was brothers.
You don't need to speak on it though. Yeah. Just keep speak.
Ignore it.
Yeah, show with action in the ring. You don't got to speak. Yeah. Some of those boxers ain't the greatest speakers either. So,
right.
they had some damage done in their day.
Yeah, and thing about it is, bro, he was like, dude's boy Diddy, all this talking all this crazy stuff. He was talking about Cameron's teeth. I mean, like, you knew they was gonna respond to all this stuff, bro. You ain't got all that time, man. Leave it alone. You guys already done faced some embarrassment with Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. Yeah, that boxers don't need any more bad publicity. Just leave that alone. Yeah. You like Travis said, like I was talking about, like, you won, bro. Leave it
Yep.
alone. If you
Matter of
didn't,
fact, if you don't
if you didn't say
clap
nothing,
back,
if you didn't say nothing, that'd have been over with.
yeah,
Nobody would say nothing.
yeah,
It
let's
is
clap
what it
back.
is.
I'm winning. I won, and then that's left it there. That's
Yeah,
it.
put the bag right there beside it. Put the dollar signs and
Right,
you
right,
know wave at them.
right,
All these emojis.
right.
That's it.
Y'all know how Cameron is. He'll do a diss album in a heartbeat, like he did Anthony Edwards.
Oh
Anthony
yeah.
Edwards. He said he made $400,000 off it
Wow.
because it got streamed so many times and things.
Yep.
Wow.
Right. So he's like, hey, keep on. I'll come at you. I bet you would 400,000. Hey, who
No,
don't
that's
care?
right.
Who don't
Right.
care? It's all good. All right, we out of here. Trav, what you got to leave the people with?
Man, I hope everybody has a great week. I hope I get to see y'all again at some point this week. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But everybody be safe and have a great week.
The Don.
Yo. So look, let me tell y'all, everyone that's watching. Let me say, when you feel like you're going through life and you have reached the end and your rope is tied in a knot, hang on, because it's not over yet. That knot will come untied.
Did you get that from the Boy Scout book or what? Where'd you get that from? For Eagle Scout? Eagle Scout knot? Was that an Eagle Scout knot? What is going on? Hey, I'm just gonna say,
He said Eagle Scout.
hey, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you. Go ahead and continue to like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We got some more stuff coming your way, and we really appreciate you. God bless. We out. Peace.